Welcome. Welcome.
You can hear me, yeah?
Yes,
Oh, okay. Uh, I want before it started, I wanted to say that last week when you did the first song, it gets quite distorted when it comes through.
I know. I'm going to turn it down this time. Thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate
you're
appreciate the
aware.
compliment.
Okay, right.
Thank you.
All right,
Okay, here
mate.
we go. Oh boy. Aloha, everyone, and welcome to Mystic Wisdom Dialogue. Oh, oh well. I'm having a little technical difficulty here with my QuickTime player for some reason. Yeah, it just kind of blew up on me. Oh well. Welcome everybody. This is Wayne Kealohi Powell, and I'm hailing from Edmonton, Alberta, here in Canada. And the weather has been so good that I'm inspired today to sing a love song about Kauai. Oh my gosh, I had my first swim, Friday night. I have a friend who has a membership at one of the rec centers where they have all these big pools and a steam room and a sauna and a hot tub. And boy, I got to see how out of shape I've been not swimming for 6 months. Yeah, that was quite a reflection. So I'm going to get a membership, but it reminded me of how much I love Kauai. And so I'm going to sing a love song written by Dennis Kamakahi, who was a phenomenal guitar player, singer, songwriter. He had the great advantage of being a minister as well, so a lot of his stuff is very heartfelt and spiritual. And Dennis, wherever you are now, I really appreciate you and all the wonderful songs you wrote for Hawaii. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Now, this song celebrates all the different high points of Kauai. Like it's called O Koke, and Koke lives. Koke is the park at the top of the mountain, around 5,000 feet elevation. And when you drive through the park and you drive to the end of the road, there's a viewpoint where you can look down into the valley of Kalalau. And, it's like pinch me, because it doesn't seem real. It's so exquisitely beautiful. And yeah, so Waimea is the canyon. It's the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. And Mark Twain named it that a long time ago when he spent some time there. And there's a cabin still remaining where Twain was living. So we're going to celebrate the town of Waimea, the canyon of Waimea, the valley of Kalalau. And half of the song is in Hawaiian. And so it's kind of a devotional to the beauty of Kauai. So just hang in there with me If you want a cheap trip to Kauai, just close your eyes. Here we go. Hawaii mea ku'ule aloha, nevermore to say goodbye, nevermore to say goodbye. Upue e mana'o kavekiu o koke'e I kanani vana vana ipo ipo makoloa o kalala e aina la I kaua lili o ai mea ku'ule aloha, nevermore to say goodbye, nevermore to say goodbye. Ho'i mai ana I ka hikina I ka la vela vela I ke kai ua I ke a'u I ka noe o ai ai o ka lala e aina la I ka ua lili Hawaii mea ku'ule aloha, nevermore to say goodbye, nevermore to say goodbye. Woohoo! Mele a'u no ka beauty Ika uka ihu ihu Iko ke ua ike a'u Ika noe o ai ai O kalala e aina la Ika ua lili Hawaii mea ku'ule aloha, nevermore to say goodbye, nevermore to say goodbye, nevermore to say goodbye. Oh my God. I'm so in love with Kauai. Yeah, please indulge me. And I mean, John has been there. He was there with us. He come and spent some time, and here he is again. And what, 20 years later or something like that? Yeah. So now we're going to the North Shore. This song is about Hanalei, which is the largest bay in the state, and 2.25 miles of white sand beach around this crater rim. There's a beautiful pier there for all of you who know that pier. You can jump off the pier into the bay, and boats come every summer from the Transpac races from the west coast of North America all the way to Hanalei. They start in April, they start arriving in May, and they stay until October, till the swells come up. So we're going to celebrate Hanalei Bay now with Hanalei Moon. When you see Hanalei by moonlight, you will be in heaven by the sea. Every breeze, every wave will whisper, you are mine, don't ever go away. I said, Hanalei, Hanalei moon, it's lighting, beloved, Kauai. Hanalei, Hanalei moon, aloha, no maui away. When you see Hanalei by moonlight, you will be in heaven by the sea. Every breeze, every wave will whisper, you are mine, don't ever go away. No, no. I said, Hanalei, Hanalei moon, it's lighting, beloved, Kauai. Hanalei, Hanalei moon, aloha, no maui away. Aloha, no maui away. Aloha, no maui away. Hanalei. All right. Welcome, Alicia. Thanks for joining. Wow. Well, that was my little tour to Kauai. And now we can get more serious. So playful to be in the islands. That is, if you can afford the cost of living. Yeah. So, how are we feeling today, everybody? Beautiful Sunday. We finally have some great weather here in Edmonton. Yeah, And I guess I'll start sharing an experience I had this week that I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. I bought a car, and it's a funny story. I'll try and make it short. April, I found this car, this RAV4 that I fell in love with, and apparently it was 23, so it had been around the block a few times. Um, so in fact, the high mileage, that's why I got it so cheap. Um, and It needed parts. There were some lights missing on the dash, so they had to order the parts, and the parts took 6 weeks, 7 weeks to arrive. And so that was, now we're into May. So I drove the car a few times, and it I still was in love with it, and I was still going to wait for it. So this story really is about, trusting what you feel the most is real. Because my ego was like, okay, maybe this car is not for you. It's not coming available, right? And I'd go back and I'd drive it again. And I would think about looking at other cars. And I kind of did do a little surfing on the internet. And I found that all the cars like this one, just like this one, RAV4, hybrid, limited edition, leather seats, nice stereo, sunroof, the works, fully loaded. And they were all like $9,000 more expensive because of the high mileage on the one I was looking at. So I hung in there. And now I'm going to roll you ahead to where it's time to make the agreement. They actually find the parts and they put them in, and the car's ready to roll off the lot. And so, and I cut the deal, and then I go to buy insurance. Whoa. Now this is where things get really strange because apparently last time I bought insurance from TD Bank, it took 20 minutes on the phone, and that was it. And I had a brand new Forerunner back then. It was about 4 years ago here. And this time, there's a roadblock. It says detour. In October, all of the insurance underwriters decided to make it 2 weeks, 10 working days to approve your application for insurance. So we filled it out and sent it in. And then I call the company and tell them, the Toyota. I says, I can't pick up the car because I can't get insurance quite yet. So they said, okay, no worries. We'll hold it for you. So 2 weeks on the dot, I get another email from TD Bank Auto, and they say, hey, there's a couple things missing on the application. Check out what we've marked and resubmit it. And I'm thinking, okay, we go over the application again, and we find there was a little box somewhere that wasn't checked. And we check everything else, signature, address, everything, all the parameters, and it's okay. We send it again immediately. And the email comes back saying, well, now we have your application. It's going to be another 10 working days. Um, and, have a nice day. So now I have the opportunity to be really frustrated, leaning into anger. And well, the ego is like nudging me again, maybe this isn't the right car because it's still not yours. So I'm wondering, is this really it? So I go and I drive the car again. I can drive it around the parking lot until they had the all the parts in. But nevertheless, yep, I'm still in love with the car. So 2 weeks goes by. So now it's a month without insurance. They're holding the car from me. And to the day, right on 28 days, I get another email saying, your application is not filled out properly again. And so my office lady and I, we go through the application again, and it's perfect. We don't understand what they say is missing because everything is there. For example, the signature line was the big one and the address. Well, we made sure we knew the address was there after the first round, and we knew the signature was there because we put it in. So I get another email saying, you're going to have to fill it out again and send it again. So there we go. Now we're going into 6 weeks. Uh-uh, I'm not buying it. Now this is where the pedal gets pressed, on stop. This has to stop because my office lady and I, we looked over the application again and it was perfect. None of the things they said were missing were actually missing. So we called them and we got, sorry, there's nothing I can do. There's no connection between sales and the underwriter. We don't have the ability to connect with them or to call them. There's no number. So we hang up. And I'm thinking, that's not good enough. We call back, ask for a supervisor. I talk to a supervisor, and he says, yeah, the salesperson was right. There's no way we can contact the underwriter. I'm sorry, you're just going to have to fill it out again and send it in again. We hang up. Now I'm getting to the point of anger. Frustration has turned to anger. And it's there's a lid on it, because I'm a peacemaker, right? And so I call again and I get another supervisor. And this supervisor is got broken English, is not, you know how that goes, right? And I have to listen really carefully for everything they say, right? Anyway, we tell him what we've been through just in that one day, after telling him what we've been through in the last month and how we've already talked to a salesperson and then another supervisor. And now he's the end of the line. And this has to be fixed because the application is perfect. So he says, okay, well, email me the application you sent to the underwriter. And we did. And he goes through it and he goes, you know what? This application is perfect. I'm going to see if there's a way I can send it to the underwriter myself. So he sends it now to the underwriter because there's no phone connection. And the underwriter just happens to respond really quickly saying, uh, well, there's still no signature on this application. And the salesperson says, but there is. I'm looking at the signature. And so it took us a while to figure out what was happening. Apparently, the PDF we were sending was not readable by the program he was opening it in. It wasn't fully readable. In other words, it would leave out the signature each time. So my office person, she's real akamai. She figured it out. She went and got a copy of the PDF, moved it into preview, and then sent that after she opened it in the program he's using, and it showed the signature, and voila, it only took 30 days for me to get car insurance. So I was able to pick up the car the next day. Now, the point of the story is how many times in life do we turn around before we get to where we want to go? Yeah. How many times does that happen? In communication, in all kinds of ways, right? Especially when you're driving and you haven't been to where you're going. Now, this is before I've been driving for 60 years. This is this is before we had, you know, all of the programs that show you where to go and tell you where to turn, right? So so many times, especially when I was driving Uber and I even had the map last year on my car in Kauai, um, in the nighttime. there's no street lights on the highway, right, on Kauai. It's just pitch black. And people would be in some kind of house that was off the highway, and the map could not really find it, right? And so we're quite often relying on our intuition to get to where we're going. And I want you to know that more times than not, I can trust my intuition. And I'm wondering if that's the same for you guys. Because it can be kind of a shady kind of thing, you know, uh, the battle between the intuition and the ego. Oh, you've gone too far, and intuition is saying, no, I think we haven't. And your ego mind impatiently is like, oh no, oh, maybe you passed it, right? Yeah. And looking for something in life is a big part of living in a body, isn't it? We're always seemingly looking for something from the time we get up until the time we go to bed. When we get up, we're looking for the floor, we're looking for our energy, and a lot of people are right to looking for a cup of coffee. And, when we are tired late at night, we're looking for the bed. We're looking for our sleep energy and that peace that we love so much when it comes time to sleep. Yeah, I've often referred to sleep as a near-death experience because the conscious mind shuts off, right? And that's what happens when you physically die. The conscious mind shuts off. People who are in a coma, their conscious mind is not on at all, but their body is working, right? Well, in Hawaiian, there's a more direct connection with Aumakua, with the spirit, right? And the body. Yeah, those two are intimately connected beyond the mind. Yeah. And it seems like the mind quite often is getting in the way of the intuition that is operating between the spirit and the physical body. And their relationship is very intimate. I mean, because it is the spirit that is causing our breath. It is the spirit that lights up the mind and fuels the heart. It is the spirit that is filled in every cell that keeps our body running smoothly in all of its organs and and all of its processes. Unbeknownst to the mind isn't aware of the trillions of programs and patterns that run every single day in the body. The mind doesn't have to be aware of that. The mind is like the desktop on the computer. The mind's job is to just focus, choose what to focus on and how to focus on it. Yeah. So I love that connection between the spirit and the body so much um, that I love going to sleep. I have the most wonderful relationship, you could say, with my pillow or with the bed, but that's just the vehicle. It's the spirit I'm going home to at night. If you are aware that your day's over, there's another day down the tubes. For someone my vintage, it's like, how many summers do I have left? How many evenings do I have left to fulfill my purpose here on earth, right? So I'm loving going to bed. I feel with glee. It's like, oh, so excited that I'm going home to Papa. Yeah. And it works because there's a gratitude that is swelling with a blessing for the day and all that took place. You should try it. Make it an exercise tonight when you climb into bed. Just practice feeling grateful for what took place in the day, no matter what it was. Um, Perhaps someone broke up with you. Sure, that's going to hurt. And yet we all know that when things like that happen, there's always something better just around the corner. There's a space that's being created from an attachment that no longer serves you. So even through the pain, we can feel grateful for the day, right? There's so many things, like even in my practice of Hawaiian body work, someone will have booked a session, and it had been for weeks, right? And they'll cancel like the day before or 2 days before, or even the morning of. And I'm feeling grateful is my practice because I know the space that that's creating in my schedule is going to be filled by the Holy Spirit. Even if it's nothing, it's being filled by the Holy Spirit and can meditate. I mean, can just practice feeling gratitude. It is the most powerful practice on the planet is feeling gratitude. Yeah. All right. Well, let's practice it right now. It's time for a meditation. So sit comfortable or stand if you like. Lean against a tree. Lay down if you like. Yeah. And just let the spirit know that you are coming home. And here we go. Close your eyes. And this time we're going to start breathing in and out through the heart. Slow, deep breaths through your nose, nice and deep, allowing whatever has come into your space to leave at this time, holding the presence of beingness as you sit in quiet with yourself, capital S. Breathing in and out of the heart, activating this amazing portal that we love so much. Your spiritual heart is right next to your physical heart. And it is the portal of the spiritual heart we are opening and breathing in and out of right now. Opening and breathing with the divine right through that beautiful heart of yours. Imagine your heart, your spiritual heart, is connected to every single heart on the planet. So you're breathing in and out gratitude for the connection, the unity, the community we have with the entire spirit of the human race. The one spirit, the one spiritual heart, the one mind of God that we all live in and from. Allow your heart center to just open and swell with the presence of spirit. As you breathe in light and you expand your heart to encompass the one spirit of humanity. And now allow the presence that you're breathing in to fill every cell of your body to the point of illumination. And as you tune into the awareness of all the trillions of cells that hold you up, say to them silently or aloud, I love you. Feel the essence of the spin as energy swirls in every single cell as the love of God. Use your breath. And say to yourself again out loud or silently, I love you. Feel your body begin to glow with this light. Hmm. This is the experience of true prayer. Bliss receiving gratitude. Gratitude receiving bliss. I am grateful. Say that to yourself. The I am being the name of God. I am grateful. Feel how this feels in your body when you let it in. It's so yummy. Gratitude is the essence of life, replicating itself in joy and wonder. I am love. Breathe that in to and from your heart. Let your heart open and expand even further. As you breathe deeper, You're breathing in love, expanding and breathing out love as the presence of who you are. Now you can feel the threefold soul that you have. Spirit, mind, and body are in total communion right now. As one vehicle in this life of yours and mine, the life we share here on earth. This is the presence that we share. The peaceful awareness that everything is as it should be. Everything is working out perfectly. Say that a few times between breathing. EWAP, everything's working out perfectly. Everything's working out perfectly. Everything's working out perfectly. And I am so grateful. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Now, the next breath, take a very deep breath and hold it in for the count of 5. And release. Let's do that again. A very deep breath. Hold it at the top. And let it go. This time, take a breath of gratitude and hold it in at the top. And let it go. Remember this feeling you have right now. Let it carry you into your day or your night as the vehicle of your presence, showing up grateful for life itself, regardless how it may feel or seem or appear. We can still be grateful. Hmm. And I am so grateful for the ones that show up and share this time with me. I'm so grateful that now I'm asking if you have any questions you would like to type in the chat, or you can actually come on live with your voice. If you have a challenge in your life you would like some spiritual reflection on, please share it with us. And we will allow it to dissolve into infinity if that's what you desire. I see that Penelope had a hard time staying on board. I wonder if she lost her internet connection or her phone went dead. John, you can give her a hug for me when you see her. I appreciate it because this particular podcast didn't get recorded. I could not get the program to work. So people are going to have to watch the replay on YouTube or Facebook. I believe, I don't know if it's showing up on IG, Instagram, but I know it's on Facebook and YouTube. You know, I was at church this morning and there was the most beautiful meditation that we did to open the service. And it took me so deep, I allowed it to, that I couldn't come out. For the whole rest of the service, I was I was in meditation. You know, that's better than falling asleep, which can happen sometimes in church. Things get so peaceful. We get so restful. You hear someone in 3 rows back, yeah. Not because it's boring, it's just that it's so peaceful and we don't seem to give ourselves permission to have that quality of peace in our day on a regular basis. So I really enjoy sharing guided meditations. And there are many on the YouTube channel and the replays. There's a whole playlist of meditations. We have one for Iran, we have one for Gaza, and there are many, many more. We have chakra cleanings, all kinds of stuff. And I guess this would be a good time to mention that all of my music, my whole discography of 8 albums, is available on over 20 streaming sites. Yeah. Wayne K. Powell or Wayne Powell Music, each one will get you there. And I would also like to mention that this coming week, oh no, it's the week after, on the 21st of July, I'll be teaching a very sacred lineage of Hawaiian massage, and it's called Heartworks. And it's an entry level program for anyone who wants to learn massage. It's a 4-day immersive program where you're going to be also learning the art and skill of forgiveness technology, otherwise known as ho'oponopono, self-identity through ho'oponopono, will be shared on the first day, July 21st. And that day is being sold separately. So you can come from 9 to 5 on that day and really practice and deeply root the forgiveness technology that I offer um, in my books and live whenever I have the chance. It happens in every private session, private healing session that I have. We do the first module of the Trinity session, which is 3 parts, is all about letting go of all the contractions in the subconscious memory banks that are causing triggers and discomforts, releasing them. And I am in love with letting go. It creates so much space in my life and in my heart. So on the 21st of July, if you're in Edmonton, Alberta, or nearby, that's the date you want to mark on your calendar. It's extremely reasonably priced, and no one will be turned away. So check it out on waynekpowell.com. That's the letter K in between my two names, Wayne, letter K, POWELL.com. And it's right on the home page. You can find the link to both of those events I'm doing. And this could be the very last oil work training that I teach in the public. I will carry forward as long as God permits me. Private, private training in all the arts that I've written about and that I teach. So those sessions, I'm not doing very many because I'm playing a lot of music and I'm writing a lot of music these days. So on future podcasts, you're going to hear a couple of my new songs I've been working on for a couple of months. I played one on July 5th, but you know that song wasn't finished and it's being rewritten still, the lyric to the song to America. But I have two other songs that I'm creating movies for, which are really beautiful. Um, one is a love affair to the entire cosmos, and the other is a love affair to the feminine embodiment of the best reflection for me in this lifetime. And where she is, I don't know. And that is what this song is about. It's a very cosmic, cinematic, I've already made the movie, relationship from across time and space for two souls that finally come together again in union of sovereignty lovers. Yeah, it's a great little movie. So if you subscribe to my site, you'll get all the memos. If you subscribe on YouTube, you too will get also the memo when that movie is released. We're going to hold it back for a little while until there's a good platform being built right now. There's almost 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're going to wait till we have at least 2,000, maybe 2,500 subscribers on YouTube to release that movie. But I've been showing it to my friends, and some people just cry because it reflects so clearly the relationship that we have with God. And yet, that drunkenness that you find in Rumi's poetry and Hafiz, the drunkenness on God, that feeling of gratitude and overwhelming love is in this little movie, in this cosmic cinematic sort of you know soulmate, soul bonding, free spirit, soul bonding relationship. So stay tuned for that and subscribe, and you'll get the notice. Otherwise, I will, if no one has any questions or add-ons, let me check the chat. No, the chat's clear. I will bid you farewell. And once again, I love you all. And thank you so much for showing up. I'm doing this for me, and I'm really doing it for you. Yeah. So there you go. And in Hawaiian, as I always like to finish, ahui ho means till we meet again. And malama pono means take the best care of yourself. Aloha. That means may the love of God lead us on.